So I'm back in the apartment in Wolfville. So what you just saw was Lauren and I hanging out with my uncle and aunt in this place east of London called Southend on the Sea. It's one of those places that I guess you see all over in England on the coast, where there's an amusement park, there's a crazy long beach, and the crowds are absolutely ridiculous. But on that particular day, the crowds weren't that ridiculous, and it was a very nice day. It was so nice, in fact, that I had to worry about getting sunburnt in the middle of April. I had never had to worry about that in my life at all. But fortunately, I didn't get burnt. Cat time. So like I said in the last video, I'm going to introduce you to all of David and Anita's 4 cats. So here's cat number 2. The cats don't like me picking them up, so I've got to find them. Hello. Come here. How are you doing? I forget your name too. Your name will be Boo. I think it's Boo. I promise the cats really do like me. Back to your video. Have you ever driven a really far distance from the destination that you actually intended on going to? Well, we kind of did that on our way to Dover. We ended up driving to Hastings, which was an hour and 30 minutes out of the way. I wasn't complaining at all. I really enjoyed it because I was still in a sightseeing kind of mode, and it was awesome to see all these really cool buildings, old Victorian buildings, on our way to Dover, even though we kind of went out of the way to Hastings.
It's down to 2 things. Firstly, a bed is a status symbol in those days. It's a piece that's made bespoke for one person. So it's not an item that comes with the room, it's something that has to be manageable enough to move from destination to destination.
It's absolutely crazy how everything in England is so old. I can't even wrap my head around it at all. Dover Castle is 1,000 years old. It is insane. I'm walking through places that have been walked upon by people, some of the most famous people in history. It's kind of crazy. I see the light. Oh my gosh. Freedom! So what you see in the distance is Canterbury Cathedral, a really old cathedral that was established back in the 6th century AD. Well, that's kind of misleading because the building that you see right now was actually built around the 12th century AD. One really cool thing that happened was Lauren ran into her best friend's grandparents from New Zealand outside that cathedral. Completely random, we took them completely by surprise.